Hello, I'm Jenny Donheiser.
And I am Nicole Spezio. And
There.
this is How Were Your Brainwashed?
Hi, Nicole.
Babe,
Babe.
what's going on? The name of our segment that we never say. But this, FYI, everyone, this segment is called Babe, What's Going On? And we sort of never say that. But
Yeah.
that is, we always do it. We always live it, but we don't ever say it.
It's like we've built the structure. We don't
Yeah.
necessarily have to articulate the structure every time, you know? 'Cause it's so lived in us.
Yeah, this is the part of the show sort of up top, pre-guest. Well, I mean, spoiler alert, there's no guest this week. It's just going to be us, so settle in for that. But yeah, what's your whole vibe? How are you? What's your whole
That's
thing?
my whole vibe. My husband on our walk to the park tonight. So I'm going on a trip tomorrow. I'm going to Austin Film Festival, which we've talked about. And I'm staying with an old coworker of his who lives in Austin. Huge shout out. And he sort of said to me on the way to the park that I could have sex with his old coworker if I wanted to. While I was there, and I said, "Are you being serious?"
Yeah, what percent joking was it?
I don't know.
Well, what did you?
But then he was like, "You should just behave like you're a single lady out on the town having fun."
Your husband wants you to fuck.
And then he said Esther Perel. He saw Esther Perel clip where she talked about how women get bored in their sex lives, and he doesn't want me to get bored. So if I need to fuck someone at Austin Film Festival, I can.
But again, how like I think it's like that's one thing to sort of say, but if we mean it, we're gonna have to like really make sure we mean it.
I highly doubt I'm gonna be on the prowl. That's not the point of this trip. The point of this trip is to meet other writers and network and be inspired.
Is your husband's old coworker single?
Yeah.
So he's a man with his own house in Austin. Well, famously life is long, who knows what'll happen. But I do think those things, yeah. But maybe this is how it happens, is like you say that joke 10 times over 10 years and then you sort of look each other in the eye and say, all right,
let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, eventually. What are we? I mean, monogamy, is that a brainwash? Yeah, right?
Well, for sure.
Is it a brainwash or is it like survival? It's biology because we have to raise family. So we are predisposed to do it, sort of like how ducks and stuff also do it or whatever.
Wait, are ducks monogamous or they're poly? Are ducks poly?
I don't know. Penguins are monogamous.
Penguins are being monogamous.
So it exists in nature.
Monogamy.
Yeah.
Sure.
But are we meant to do it? Nicole, what are your thoughts here on how we brainwash? Are we meant to do monogamy?
Okay, well, I think that I feel like it's a agreed upon position at this point that your partner is not meant to be all things to you. So like it's nice to outsource different things to different people, even if some of them like fill similar buckets. So I guess if I'm outsourcing like who I go to dinner with and who I talk to about advice and who I talk to about acting, like maybe also I outsource who I have sex with, I guess. Yeah, I think life is long and like we'll see what happens. At this point in time, I'm very pleased to have monogamous sex with my husband, but I guess let's see how it goes. We're about to celebrate our 11th year together.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
So I haven't had another dick in a decade. More than a decade.
That's long. I think we're at 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know if I fuck his old coworker.
Yeah, or I guess anyone else at the festival. Maybe in a way to, secure your win at your awards ceremony.
It's an awards luncheon. Huge
okay, sorry that I said ceremony.
I know, there is some sort of ceremony.
So there's some awards that are given out at nighttime when it's like hot and sexy vibe, and then some awards that are given out at lunch. Some awards
that are at a luncheon, and you are okay. So you do win like $1,000, but you also win the breast type writer brass typewriter award. And I was thinking maybe it's like a little statue that looks like a brass typewriter, but then somebody posted a picture in the Discord because there's a Discord for the finalists, and it's huge.
I
What am I going to
hope
bring a brass? What did
I'd
I say?
love to see you check your
Typewriter.
luggage and
Brass. Yeah, I might have to if I win, it's between me and 2 other scripts in the fiction podcast category. And if I win, I have to bring a brass typewriter home.
have you read the other scripts or do you feel intimidated by their log lines?
I only have seen the titles. I don't know anything about
Okay.
the other scripts. One is a writing duo, and I think that's not fair. I wrote mine all by myself as someone who almost always collaborates.
That's what I'm about to
And
say, yeah.
but they all are male. I'm the only woman representing my category. And my script is sort of about, it's an allegory for like plastic surgery, skincare stuff. It's very substance vibes. So maybe because I'm woman and it's about being woman, win.
Well, maybe you'll just win because it's the best one.
Or that, yeah. I would be shocked. I did reread it recently to be like, what is this about that I wrote? And because I wrote this in like February.
Okay.
And there's so much farting. I would be shocked if the
Hmm.
fart script takes it all. It's sort of
There's
like
so much farting.
well, it's a podcast. Huge shout out. We have this podcast. I wrote a narrative fiction podcast, and for sound jokes, there's a lot of farting because they do a cleanse. They do
Okay.
a sea moss cleanse because they're on a cruise ship.
Sea
Uh,
moss.
yeah, they
Okay.
do a sea moss milk cleanse,
Ew, okay.
and oh no, I have to charge my computer,
Oh God.
and they all fart on the cleanse.
Well, I think what all the listeners want to know is if this podcast gets made, is there a part for me?
Of course.
All right, then proceed.
Okay, great.
Um,
I think you'd be great in as Quinn or Laura, the leads. Quinn is the lead, Laura is the wife of the lead. He sort of forces her on the cruise.
I have a lot of cruise knowledge, so I could be in Punch Up
That's
Room.
true. That's true.
Okay, if anyone wants to produce a narrative fiction podcast, please reach out.
Yeah. About a woman who is on a wellness cruise and mysterious things happen. Dun dun
Ooh,
dun. Outside of shitting her brains out, other stuff.
you are a writer, girl. You're Carol Radziwill.
Oh my god, a dream. She's been out and about. Do you think
I,
she would ever come back? What's gonna happen with Roni?
I think they are doing another season of New Roni.
Wow, but not with Bryn. She's out.
Bryn is out.
Uba?
I don't know about Uba.
Interesting. But
I
who's still around?
I
Jenna?
think Aaron. I think it's about Aaron Leishi. I
Ugh.
don't know. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I think is true. Do you care about Shaws of Sunset or no?
No, I haven't done it.
Well, some
Are they
people got
coming
to.
back?
No, just Mercedes is gonna file for divorce today from Tommy, and that means something if you know, but if you don't know, it doesn't mean anything.
Nicole, I have a follow-up question for you
Okay, great.
from a previous episode of the pod.
Okay, great.
Are we going on GLP-1s? What have you learned?
Oh my God. Wow. Okay.
I'm still going to bed thinking about it. So
Okay.
you hear it.
Okay. Here's where we are currently. So I spoke to my nutritionist who I trust, and she's sort of the one that was like, let's pump the brakes and actually like talk about this. And then I talked to my cardiologist, my endocrinologist, my PCP, my sleep apnea doctor.
Wow, you hit them all.
I'm trying to do my research, and they all said, "Yeah, do it." No
Okay.
one. I brought up the muscle mass thing. No one
Mhm.
cared. People were like, "Not a big deal." Okay, so I was like, "Okay." I kind of wanted one person to agree with her. I kind of wanted somebody to like have the same opinion. No one did. I was like, "Well, let's see if it's covered by insurance."
Right.
And it's fully 100% covered by insurance. And the way I felt when I found out that news, what do I want to say? I wanted someone to agree with her, my nutritionist, whose opinion
Mhm.
I trust. No one did. I wanted it to not be covered so I wouldn't have to deal with it and make the decision. The decision would be made for me. But
Mhm.
then when it became clear that it was covered, I was like, do I really want to do this? And so I went back to the nutritionist. I was like, hey, I don't know what to think. I've been talking to everybody about GLP-1s. I've been like researching and trying to understand, and nobody agrees with you. And all I wanted was somebody to agree with you because you are the only person that I trust right now. And she was like, yeah, well, like none of your other providers are health at every size. So health at every size is basically the like approach that when you go to a doctor and say, I have a sore throat, they don't prescribe weight loss, which is a thing that has happened to me.
Oh, wow.
Like
Okay,
you
yeah.
go to well, I've been told like every medical problem when you're fat is always diagnosed with weight loss. And it's like and I think for some things, sure, weight loss can help. But for other things, it's like, what would you be telling just a thin person that came in with this problem?
Right.
Like, could you maybe give me that information too? Like, and I think I had done so much work to like build a team of doctors that doesn't outwardly hate fat people that I was like, okay, nailed it. I did it. And and ultimately now what I have built is a team of doctors that like still hates fat people, but
Mhm.
not in the way that like my first like primary care doctor in my 20s was like, do you drive? And I was like, no, I actually don't drive because we live in New York. Like I don't drive right now. And she was like, because fat people die in car accidents all the time. And I was like, cool. So you just wanted to say that. And I told you it wasn't applicable. And
Right.
so and like during these GLP-1 conversations, like my endocrinologist, for example, was like, and I like trigger warning to everyone that hates to hear about this, but my endocrinologist was like, well, like walk me through like what you eat in a day. And I was like, I don't really, I was like I was like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. That's not what we're doing.
Mhm.
And she like kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And so I was like, she was like, well, like yesterday, for example, like what'd you eat? And so I was like, okay, like let me go through it. And she was like, and that particular day I had like had an iced coffee and then I had a bubble tea a little later. And she was like, if you just cut out one sugary drink a day. And I was just like, yeah, like I'm fat. Like I don't need it's like it's literally someone being like, but did you know cigarettes are bad for you? It's like, oh my God, I'm bubble tea. Shut the fuck up, you fucking moron. So it's like I'm dealing with that. And then I had my like
Wow.
psychiatrist and my nutritionist. I was like, you guys talk to each other. You guys figure it out.
Mm.
And so what I heard from my nutritionist was that my psychiatrist was basically like saying that like I have low self-esteem because I refer to myself as fat, which is like,
Wow.
and I'm letting that person tell me what drugs to take. Like, and my nutritionist was like, so have you ever like maybe asked Nicole like why she refers to herself as fat or like if she cares about that? Like, and my psychiatrist was like, no. So it's like, so basically,
I broke you asking this question. I'm
I know.
sorry.
Are you happy? Basically, I need to rebuild my entire team of doctors. So like I have like sent out like I got a new endocrinologist, I'm trying a new psychiatrist, and I'm going back to therapy. She's going back to therapy, people. I
Okay.
need to go back to therapy because all of this stuff has broken me. And then like also, I don't know if I was gonna say this on the pod, but I'll say it, is that one night recently, I woke up at like 4 a.m. and my arm really hurt. And it was the kind of hurt that happens when your sort of huge head falls asleep on your arm.
Okay.
Like, like when you're in like a weird position and it's like, oh my God, like a bowling ball was just on my arm.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So like that was the kind of pain that it felt like of like I slept in a weird position and like my
Right.
head was like on my arm. But it was my left arm. So I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, well, what if I'm having a heart attack?
Oh
What if
god.
I'm having a heart attack right now? What if I'm having a heart attack because left arm pain is the heart attack sign? And like I had my rational brain being like, girl, like you slept on your arm crazy. Like, that's actually how it feels. Like, that
Yeah.
that's how you feel. But because it was 4 a.m, and like this is the other thing is that okay, have you ever fainted and or have you ever had a panic attack?
I've had a panic attack. I've never fainted.
Okay. So when I have fainted one time on the Twister ride at Universal, shout out. Um and the sensation of fainting or at least for me that time, was psycho. Like, it felt like the world was, like, closing in on me, and I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't verbalize it. Like, I was just like, I could feel my body, like, I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't verbalize it. And so similarly to, like, how it kind of feels when there's a panic attack, is like
Mm,
the world is sort of, like, closing in, and I'm like, "Oh, no, something is wrong, and I don't know what," but so that's to say that I have unfortunately, like, had a panic attack symptom result in a real life physical problem. So I was having a panic attack and was confused because I was like, well, maybe you don't want to ignore this. Maybe this is it. So I, like, woke up Mike at the middle of the night and I was like, am I having a heart attack? My arm is hurting and I'm freaking out. And he was like, no, you're not. Essentially, like,
oh, good.
did talk me back down to earth, but just, like, all of this stuff has just made me so, like, crazy about health, and I'm just, like,
Mm,
stressed out, and also as I've said, I care about my life and my body in a way that I
yeah,
didn't, because now I have my babies, and I just wanna be strong and healthy and live for my babies, and
yeah.
so I'm still not going on GLP-1s at this time. At this time, that is my choice. I need to find a better team of doctors who don't hate fat people, which is quite hard to do, unfortunately. And I think I'm going back to therapy because something's going on. It's coming out in weird ways. Me thinking I'm
Mhm.
having a heart attack in the middle of the night, and yeah, I mean, this is not the first time I've woken up my husband in the middle of the night thinking I had a brain aneurysm or something, So, like,
Right.
is this what you wanted? Are you mad that you
Wow.
asked?
No, I'm not mad I asked. It's a lot. I feel like I respect and I'm proud of you for like doing this level of research that I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, there's a thing I can
Yeah,
get on it.
yeah,
So, like, that's very impressive that you're like, "I wanna make sure," and also you're listening to yourself and, like, I wanted someone to agree with my nutritionist. I wanted it to not to be covered, so there's a
right.
reason that you are feeling hesitant and you're listening to that, and I think that's the right thing to do. You wanna trust you are Malcolm Gladwell blank, you're trusting your gut. And
Yeah.
that is correct, and we don't know everything about this drug. It seems to be people are very happy prescribing it. I'm
Mhm.
sure there's a lot of different reasons for that. Not all above board, you know what I mean? If we
Mhm.
learned again anything from Dope Sick, we don't trust big pharma.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I think you're doing all the right thing, and obviously, if it is bringing something up, it's good that you're going back to therapy to evaluate what it's bringing up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot on your plate. We were talking on the pod the other day off on a pod. I can't remember anymore. It all blurs. And you were like, I have 3 doctor's appointments. And I was like, oh no, what's going on? And now I know that you're checking in with everybody.
Yeah. I'm checking in with everybody.
Well, I love your nutritionist.
I really trust this woman,
Yeah.
and, also not to the point where, like, I also don't think it's good, um, to, like, only have, like, one doctor you trust everything they say. Like, it's not that, but,
Yeah.
like, this practice is a health at every size nutritionist practice. The way that her and I talk about food and eating is, like, the only thing that's ever made sense to me of,
Mm.
I just really trust her, and I'm seeing differences in my behaviors and my, like, understanding of my own behaviors in, like, a lovely way. So, like, I'm rocking with this lady for sure, and, like, she's like she has clients that are on GLP-1s, like, so it's not like she's, like, anti, but,
Right.
uh, you know, if I need to really be sure that I wanna try that, and I'm really not sure that I wanna try that. It's like when I, LOL applied in college for study abroad. I applied to go to Italy, study abroad, senior year, and I also applied for a acting program, and I didn't get into that acting program, and I immediately started sobbing. I was like, "Now I have to go to Italy?" So, like, that's how I felt when they said that it was coming. I was like, "Oh, now I have to just take him? I didn't wanna take him. I wanted you to tell me that I couldn't take him."
Right. 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 Yeah. That's you're listening. You're not just plunging ahead
It's
because
just, yeah.
these doctors. whatever, you know? It's a lot.
I feel so crazy, yeah. It's just been, yeah, hard, yeah, to talk to all these doctors who are just, like, suck. I'm just, like, leaving all these, like, appointments, like, crying and, like, being like, "You hate me," and, like, "And you're not trustworthy." Like, "You are not my doctor. Like, you should just not be my doctor."
Yeah. It's so hard to find a a doctor you trust, and then on top of that, you have to deal with the fucking insurance of it all, and, like, it's maddening.
It's maddening. But do you ever cook fish at home?
Yeah, why?
I never did that. I'm gonna try to do that
Oh.
because I think that's good for my heart.
Uh-huh. You like cooked salmon now or you don't?
I don't like that one, no.
Okay, okay. That's the main one I would say we cook here.
Fuck, okay.
There's a fishery near me. That's very, like,
Oh my god.
very nice fish.
Okay, she's a nice fishery near her.
So sometimes I pick up fish on my way back from the playground. I say, "Graham, should I pick up a fish?" It's salmon
Wow.
mostly.
Okay.
Sometimes Arctic char.
You make Arctic char at Hope.
Yeah. Graham makes a nice,
Oh.
like, miso. I'm sure he
Uh-huh,
could send
uh-huh.
you his miso recipe.
Yeah, I'm scared to cook fish at home. I gotta try to cook fish
Why
at
are you
home.
scared?
I
Don't you
don't
yeah.
know.
Oh, wait, I never called up. Let's text my aunt live about the air fryer.
Yeah, let's text the aunt live about the air fryer because I wanna get some stuff in the air fryer. Is that where you're putting your Arctic char?
I th No, I'm not making the fish.
Okay, and there it goes.
I think sometimes, yeah, but I don't know if we air fry it. The air fryer also bakes, and did there happen to be an air fryer in Lorraine's house? Try it.
My podcast co-host is interested. Are you gonna go on GLP-1s?
No, no. I can't. I know my insurance definitely doesn't cover it. I'm on, like, Medicaid or whatever,
Mhm.
and I don't wanna pay, like, $1,000 a month through some company that who knows? But I watch a lot of TikTok reviews of the various ones, so if I ever, A, have money or B, get it covered through insurance, I would be more interested,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't do any of the research you're doing. I would just say, "Give it to me. Give it to me. I want it. It's mine," is what I would say.
Can you imagine a doctor looking me in the eyes and telling me to drink one less sugary drink a day? Like I'd never thought of that. I was just like, th wha that's so crazy. People don't need to be giving advice to fat people unless they are fat or they used to be really fat.
There it's doctors, I had a doctor who couldn't find a tampon that was stuck inside me, like, what are we doing out here? I also had a doctor, a gynecologist early on, a man who was, like, telling me my fertile window was 20 whatever, so whatever I was. He was like, "You can have a baby from now until 37, but don't come to me at 37 saying you're having trouble getting pregnant." And I was like 27 at the time or something, and I was like, "Okay," but it did scare me, and then at 35, I said, "I have to have my baby now."
Well, you know how I feel about a male
Oh,
gynecologist.
I know. I was don't know why. My insurance, location, whatever it was, I was lazy. I just said, "This is close to my work, and it takes my insurance," and I never went back to that person. I said, cool, never again." But yeah.
Can you believe the pod has just become health? Like, that is such a thing of old people, like old people in your family. It's like, okay, once everyone hits 50, it's like they only talk about medications. Like, I feel like we are sort of starting that a little bit early.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, okay.
What non-health related updates?
Oh, we never gave everyone a soft bar review.
Oh, yeah, sorry, we didn't get everyone a soft bar review.
Okay, we hate soft. We had a really bad time
We
at
did
soft
not
bar.
like soft bar.
We went with 2 other people, so we tried a total of 4 drinks. For me, they all tasted bad. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And also, Carl Radke, just if you're listening, which I'm sure you are want to do, we did go with a pregnant friend to soft bar, and which I imagine is, if you're serving non-alcoholic, if you're trying to give a bar vibe with no alcohol, pregnant people probably would be an amazing clientele to pitch to. And so we asked our server, we were like, hey, but also when you're pregnant, there's lots of shit that you can't have,
Yeah.
especially lots of like whatever added crap they're putting in the drinks at soft bar. And so we said to our server, we were like, hey, like, this friend is pregnant. Do you have like something that doesn't have a bunch of horrible like things in it? Like what do you recommend for your pregnant clients? And the drink that this person recommended was so not right for a pregnant person. It had so much bad shit in it for her. That I thought also is a pretty big missed opportunity.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, the one with kava?" And we were like, "No, we
No, no, not that one.
already knew before this that she should not drink
Have
kava."
kava.
Oh, wow, my aunt responded,
Oh my god, fingers crossed.
"Yes, I have to look for it. I'm going there next week. I'll grab it for you. Can you use a new toaster or cappuccino machine or trundle bed? Give me a list of anything you can use. Folding red director chairs? Question mark. What? Want a new toaster? I might want the cappuccino machine. I'll ask Graham.
I don't want any of
Uh,
those other stuff, but I
Is there
want that air
anything
fryer.
is there anything else that you are
Okay,
looking for? Because she might
yes.
have it in her dead
The
mom's
the
house.
other well, rest in peace. The other thing I'm looking for at this time is, have you heard about the little mean green machine?
No.
Oh, maybe it's not mean. It's just little. No, it's sort of like an upholstery cleaner. It's like the
Little
upholstery cleaner.
mean it is little mean green machine.
I
Little
want that
green.
upholstery cleaner. So
Okay.
if she has that little mean green machine, I want that.
She's going there next week, so she can grab it for me, and I will ask her about the little green mean machine as
Okay,
well.
awesome.
I
I
know,
also
so
need
if
a
you
new
were
duvet cover, but I think I'm gonna spring and get one new.
okay, you don't want my deceased aunt's mother's?
I think I'll take the air fryer, but let's and possibly the upholstery cleaner and little mean green machine, and let's leave it at that.
Okay.
Have you put stove knob covers on your stove so your
No.
children doesn't burn himself? Okay, we
No, our legally, the building is supposed to give them, and they
is
have
your
not.
stove gas or electric?
Gas?
Then they
Gas?
then they are legally supposed to. You should call 311.
You know what? I don't have a fire escape.
How did we get there from this?
I don't know, I was just wondering, isn't it illegal not to have a fire escape?
No, not if the building like I'm pretty sure if I have a fire, I'm supposed to just like lock my door. Or
What?
well, wait.
No, you have stairs. You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
fire exit stairs that can take you out of the building.
I don't know. I gotta reread the paperwork.
If you don't have indoor stairs for people to escape during a fire,
But
you're supposed
every
to
place
have.
has stairs.
I know, but you some buildings have the, like, protected staircase that's meant for fires
Uh-huh.
that
And
people
you don't
escape
have
from.
that.
No, because 'cause I'm in a little weird building.
Well, it seems like we gotta call 311.
Oh my god, and say I don't have a fire escape or stove covers?
Well, definitely the stove covers they're supposed to get you. I don't know about the fire escape. I can't imagine that I mean, I guess yeah, well, let's call 311.
Illegal to not have a fire escape.
But like I don't have a fire escape.
Yeah, but you're in a big building, so you have
I have
indoor
something.
stairs, yeah.
But you have indoor stairs too. You have stairs. So I don't
There's supposed to be an option that's not inside.
You're
It
supposed
is
to have outdoor
illegal.
stairs? What are you even talking about? I don't think you know even what you're talking about. I certainly don't know what we're talking about.
You're in a, like,
No, I know where I live.
in a larger building. In little buildings, I think you have to have a fire escape.
I don't know
look
if that's true.
Huh.
She's frantically researching.
Anyway, okay. I will find out if I'm gonna die in a fire in my building. I mean, there's no way on the second floor for me to get out unless I go down the stairs. But you're supposed to not.
But that's what you're telling me to do.
Yeah, but you have a different kind of building again. In a luxury high rise, there's no fire escapes. You have
Right.
an indoor protected fire. You have a protected stairwell.
But there are so many places that don't have fire escapes that they must have something going on, which is what I'm sure yours does, but we just don't know about it.
I think I would just have to jump out the window.
This is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait. Every year I get a flyer in my mail about fire
Hmm.
for my apartment. You don't get that. Do you get that?
I doubt it.
Well,
Or maybe I do. I don't know.
keep your eyes peeled in about February. Usually that's when I get my fire paperwork.
My management is slumlords, so they're not trying to do anything for me. And this building is probably riddled with issues I don't know about.
Well, then you have say I'm entitled to stove knob covers, and my building is not providing them to me.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting really bold in my old age today. I had to take the babies to a doctor's appointment, and I went into a parking garage nearby, and there was a sign that said, "Lot is full." I said, "I'm gonna drive in and pretend I didn't see that sign." They let me park.
Okay. Nice.
So, I'm just saying sometimes I'm being annoying and sometimes it works out. So I would send that. I sent an email to my own building about my stove knob covers. They said, "Nicole, you have an electric stove. We don't have to give you anything." I said, "Okay." I misunderstood.
Yeah. No, I need them because he is interested.
Of course. It's
Yeah.
right at toddler height is
Yeah.
stove knobs.
I'll touch anything.
Absolute.
They're so
Does
stupid.
your kid eat crayons? My kids are trying to eat crayons.
Huh, no, but he did take a bite out of, those, like, white sponges that, how do those work, by the way?
The melamines?
The ones that, like, uh, rub out
Yeah, yeah.
stains and, like, if they're white and they make, some
Yeah.
how does that work? What's on those? Because he took a bite of it.
I
It's
don't
gotta
know.
be a chemical. What are those
I'm
called? Magic erasers?
Yeah, I think it's also in some circles referred to as melamine.
I'd never heard that word before in my life.
Google it right now.
Magic racers are not poisonous, but they are not safe to ingest.
Right.
They are made of an abrasive substance called melamine.
Thank you.
Melamine foam, which acts like a very fine sandpaper.
Okay,
Oh,
so I'm a genius. Yeah, I mean, probably he's not supposed to be eating it,
yeah.
but
We'll
a
see.
little, a little melamine sponge probably fine.
Yeah. I don't know if he swallowed it, but he definitely there is a piece missing from it that I haven't found. You know, crayons, no. Melamine, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, Carl Radke, sorry to go back to that.
Thank you.
Figure out your drink situation. Interior is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I would say the service and the drinks and you not being there were
I
big were lacking. But
I
we
really wanted to
also
see Carl. Carl was sort of doing a speaking of engagement at some college or something, so he was not there the night that we went, and that was hard to intake.
yeah. And then he was there the next night.
That was even harder.
Will he ever try again?
No. I have no reason. I didn't like any. We tried 4 drinks. I didn't like any of them. They all tasted bad,
Yeah.
or not to my taste.
Yeah.
They all tasted not to my taste.
They all tasted not to our taste.
Yeah, I'm drinking
We
coconut water right now, like I'm in college. Can you
That's
believe?
nice. That's hydrating. I wish I liked coconut water. It tastes there's like a there's a funkiness to it. It's not for Jen.
Mhm.
Jen? My baby still calls me Jen sometimes. It's very cute.
He's perfect. Okay, I have a potential like a brainwashing like thought experiment.
Okay.
Okay. What are your thoughts on eating at a restaurant alone?
It's not my preferred way to eat at a restaurant, but I'm open to it.
Hmm. Why don't you like it?
I guess part of eating at a restaurant to me feels like social.
Of course.
And yeah, and I feel I've being stared at for being alone and I feel bored.
Mhm. Well, what if I told you you could watch Real Houses of Salt Lake while you're there?
Then I'd be more interested.
Because I did it.
You did it?
I love to eat alone I mean, like, obviously, there's nowhere I'd rather be than with a table of friends at a restaurant. That's the ideal scenario. But also, I like to go alone to a restaurant and, yeah, sometimes read a little book, watch a little Housewives on the phone with the little ear pod in.
Wow.
And I did it twice this week. I went to go see a show with some I saw many shows this week. I saw Messy White Gaze with past podcasts, Aaron Jackson and Drew Droege. It was a fucking slay. I really liked it. And then I also saw Ho Church at Ars Nova and Kyle Goodman's show, and I really, really liked that. And after the show, I was with 2 people. I said, "Do you guys wanna go to dinner?" They both said no. I said, "I'm gonna go."
Wow. Where'd you go?
I went to that amazing Thai restaurant, Cha Long,
Chalong.
in Times Square area. That's so good.
Yeah, we went there after something.
Mhm. Death
Yeah.
Becomes Her. That's my new spot. I had a fucking gorgeous Thai dinner alone. It was heaven on earth.
Oh my god, fun.
I love to eat at a restaurant alone. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Do
I
we
guess I
find little
feel more
thoughts?
judgment. I'm fine for a lunch, but I have more judgment around it for myself for dinner.
But I'm just gonna push back gently. That feels like a sort of like, I hate the word moist opinion. Like, do you actually even feel any judgment or put like, I don't really feel like that's true.
Huh. I hate the word moist. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. But I guess I feel like I don't know, like I don't know what to do with my hands
Mm.
feeling. It's more the feeling.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Especially if I'm at the bar, I'm like, am I now the bartender's friend? Do I be making conversation?
Well,
Can I like
I say no. They say you want to sit at the bar. I say no. Get her at a table. I don't know.
yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
be at a
yeah,
high top for
yeah.
anyone. I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
planted on the ground.
Maybe that's a mistake I'm making is if I'm alone, I'm normally like, I'll sit at the bar. And then I'm like, I feel weird.
Yeah, I think that alone at the bar does have a different, but also like
Mm,
not really. I don't know. I think if you ever want to be alone with your thoughts or
mhm,
alone with your housewives or alone with your book, go
mm.
eat go eat at a restaurant alone. And then you don't have to compromise with anyone. You say, "Oh, what appetizer? Oh, you want that? Oh, I would really like this one." You know what I did? I got a hunkin' side of mushrooms because I wasn't with my stupid friend Jenny who hates mushrooms. I got to eat all the mushrooms I wanted because I was alone.
Yeah, I hear that.
It was great.
And you don't have to like negotiate. Yeah,
It's great.
sharing. I like to see movies by myself and I like to
Mhm.
see plays by myself. I like
Yep.
the experience of just only feeling my own thoughts about things and not having anybody else around. So maybe I need to go into that mindset with dinner more.
And I mean, look, it's like we're moms, When you like just an hour and a half away just
Yeah,
of
I'm sure
peace,
now it would feel very different.
think
I'm
about
gonna
it.
be alone in another city, so I
Yeah.
might have to have that experience,
Take yourself
Nicole.
out to a nice dinner alone
Hmm.
and see how it feels.
Okay.
Okay. I
With
don't
my
think that's very
brass
like
typewriter.
brainwashy with your rest typewriter. That people are like, "Oh, it feels weird to eat alone." I'm like, "No, it shouldn't.
No, it
Eat alone.
doesn't.
It's fine. It's fine."
I used to, eat take my lunch breaks alone when I worked in Midtown, and I would always watch New Girl on my phone at Hale& and Hardy. Is that the same?
No.
And it was the one part of my day I liked.
No, the amount of midtown lunches is just like it's the darkest. Purgatory is an au bon pain on like East 38th Street.
Yeah, I agree. I always fantasize about, like, the supercut of my life that will play when I die, and sometimes I'm scared that it will be just Midtown lunches, au bon bons.
Le pain quotidien, all the horrid French places.
Yeah, those places are all trash. A Paris
So
baguette,
upsetting. Oh my god,
burn.
one worse than the next.
Pret a manger, we still sometimes
Jesus Christ!
I'll find myself in a Pret a manger on occasion.
If I need to be.
If I'm in a train station,
Mm.
I'll step foot.
If I need a small plastic cup of 2 hard-boiled eggs and 3 raw spinach leaves, I know where I can get that.
Sick. Oh god. Do I have any brainwashes? No, monogamy, I think, and,
Mhm.
that's it. Oh, I have been, something that you've chat talked on the pod before I've been doing,
Okay.
which is Graham bought us bricks. Do you remember?
Where
This
it's
is
like, "Oh, no, I can't control myself from my phone. You do it for me."
Yep, yep, yep. He was like, "I'm buying a brick and I'm buying you one." And I was like, "Okay." They live on our fridge and I have to scan it to access my apps. So, if I don't scan it before I leave the house, then I'm blocked out of all my friends. And I do think that is good for me to not be able to access Instagram or anything while I'm in the playground with my son
Uh-huh.
because you so deeply wanna check out sometimes because it can be so boring, and now I can't,
Okay.
and I do think that's nice,
Okay, you're
and
liking it.
it's if I turn it off, like, if I decide, "Oh, I wanna look at Instagram," and I turn it off or I go scan in my kitchen, it automatically blocks me starting every night at 10, which is my peak doom scrolling.
Mhm.
So I'm in my bed usually, and then it happens, and then I would have to get up and go to my kitchen to scan it, and guess what? I'm not doing it. I'm noisy.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay. I mean, look, I guess whatever workaround you need to find to live the life that you want to live. How long have you been operating with brick?
A week?
Okay. I'd love to just hear how.
Maybe 2? Can't recall.
I'd like to
Something
stay
like that.
tuned on that.
Okay.
Have you tried playing I'm going on a picnic to help you go to bed?
No.
Jenny.
I haven't, had insomnia very bad,
All
but
right.
next time I do.
Please.
I
I
finally
wonder
found
if
a
it
book
works.
that I like. I've been reading these books that are boring and bad, and I've abandoned 2 books. I've
I think
abandoned my boy.
I th- cut that. I I think we should be abandoning more books.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer of you got a short window to catch me. If you don't catch me, that's on you, author.
Yeah, well, in the book I was reading, a child died, and then, like, sort of it was, like, ended up being about, like, a curse, and will the next child die? And I was like, I think I'm gonna not stick around for this."
That is if I saw that on TikTok, I would say not interested. Get that out of my algorithm. I cannot be taking that in.
Did our good friend Claire told us to see Hamnet, which is about Shakespeare. This movie is not for you, Nicole. It's about Anne Hathaway and Shakespeare when their son died, and that's apparently what inspired Hamlet. And so it's a movie about that. She was like, everybody in the theater was sobbing. It was incredible. And I was like, how can you see that? I couldn't go see a movie about a child dying. I don't think.
I couldn't even see a movie about a kid having a bad day. I don't think. No
I did
way.
I did watch Weapons. Do you like horror movies, Nicole? I forget.
I like psychological thrillers.
Okay, I wouldn't say I wouldn't I
Oh
wouldn't
wait.
say that that's what this is.
Okay, liken it to something. What's a comp?
It?
Oh, with the clown and the kids?
Yeah.
I don't think I want that.
Did you see Barbarian?
No.
It's the same director as
Okay.
Barbarian.
Comp is it.
Maybe I'm just thinking that 'cause of kids, 'cause there's also kids in this movie.
Oh, is it scary to them? Is it being scary to them?
Yes, but it's, like, ultimately so silly that it's, like
Okay.
but it's also, like, kinda maybe loosely about school shootings, so
Can't
and
take
we're
that
out.
in.
And we're out.
I've never been more out.
Well, I feel like you might like it regardless. I
Mhm.
feel like you and Mike, if you're looking for scary, spooky fun
I
on
guess this is the time.
Halloween,
Mhm.
I'd recommend a rent of Weapons. You'll have a fun time. At the very least, you'll have a fun time, even
It's
though it's
it's
sort
being
of
campy.
oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I like that. Why didn't you lead with that? Why'd you leave with school
Sorry.
shooting?
'Cause it's also a there's school shooting imagery, and that's sort of
Hmm,
like anyway, I'm sorry, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's campy. There's a character that I think you might very much like.
The woman with the red hair?
You know about that?
Well, she's just her pictures on the internet, but I don't know anything about her, but I've seen her. I
Oh,
like her from what I've seen in the in her image.
I didn't know anything about her.
I I just know that woman's in that movie, and I like the looks of that woman.
I think you might like her. I think you might like her.
All right. That's taken into consideration. I mean, I'm certainly more likely to see that than the fucking Hamlet movie. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Should we
Well,
cast?
let's cast.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's this episode's gonna come out the week of Halloween. Is that correct? Should we do a Halloween related casting?
Mm-hmm.
Halloween movies, Halloween characters, Halloween
Classic
costumes.
costumes. I think
Classic costumes.
costumes.
Okay. It's just us. Wow, we don't have to cast a
Some rando we don't even know. Okay, I think I have mine.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I got
Okay,
mine.
first I'm gonna say for you one that's not a classic costume, but one that I would like to see you try to approximate.
Okay.
I would love to see your take on like when 3 kids wear a coat. When
Wait, we have 3 kids. We should do that one time.
How can we do I'm not
That's
sure how the mechanics would work, but I just feel like I'd love to see your take on 3 kids being in a coat. So just let's pin that for another time.
Okay, okay.
But in terms of classic Halloween costume, I'm gonna give you hippie.
Oh, I almost gave you hippie.
You almost give me hippie.
Yeah.
I'm so not hippie. You're
Well,
a hippie.
I didn't go there, but yeah.
You love drugs. You love happy faces. You love bell bottoms. You love just free love, man. Like, were you ever a hippie for Halloween?
Probably.
I for sure was. I just think you're a hippie. Your vibe is just like, I'm being hippie.
Well, you're woo-woo, so that's sort of where I was
Okay.
leaning.
I don't. Sure, I see what you're saying. But no, ultimately, I gave myself Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, I love that for
I
you.
think like that's very drama, very like huge hair, very like feminine mystique. So that's what I gave us.
Are you gonna see the new Frankenstein? You care about that?
It has been coming up in my SAG screenings, and I don't feel totally interested. But is it being a show or a movie?
It's being a movie.
Okay, that's a better chance then. Okay, maybe.
It's Guillermo del Toro.
I mean, fan.
We stand. Shape of Water in this house. I love Shape of Water.
Of course, you love Shape of Water. Oh god.
Okay. I gave you Biker Chick.
That's a good one.
Which is something I absolutely was. I
I
don't
think
know.
of Biker Chick as classic Halloween costume. I don't know.
You got on your leather vest.
Mhm.
You got on a leather cap, maybe a wig. No, I don't know. Biker Chick, for some reason, I saw a lot of as a child, and I feel like you're cool. You love a style.
Grasping for straws.
She's hip. She likes a brewski. Yeah, I don't know. I can really see you nailing Biker Chick. And for me, I gave myself Mummy
Oh, that's a good one for you. Toilet paper.
toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would, I poop, fart. It's just on brand for me to be wrapped in toilet paper, which is not what mummies were wrapped in, but that's what we had to play that game where we wrap people up in toilet paper in school on Halloween.
Yeah.
My favorite costume I did as a child that I think my mom was the mastermind of was a nun, and I think that's really funny. I think it's funny when little kids are nuns.
Well, unfortunately, I was a nun one year too, and someone at the mall asked me if I was a pregnant nun because I was fat.
Oh,
So I have a tough memory
no.
with that one.
How old were you?
High school.
I don't know.
I was just being fat.
I was in second grade, so my brain was like, "Oh no,
Okay.
child."
I think my favorite one year, my friends and I were different Madonnas for Halloween.
Oh,
That
that's
was
fun.
cute in high school. I was Material Girl Madonna. Shout out to April and Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Yeah.
I also one time was Denise Rodman and wore a basketball jersey and spray painted my hair.
Right. Denise Rodman is it's a fun one. That's a fun one. Wait,
Yeah.
this episode is coming out when? Oh, the 29th.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've not dropped my children's Halloween costumes yet. Okay. Well, stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram at Nicole Spezio for my children's Halloween costumes this year. Last year, famously, they were spaghetti and meatballs, talk of the town. Everyone loved that costume. And this year, they're going to be something else.
I can't wait.
Okay, Jenny.
Okay, Nicole.
Say your Instagram because I did it.
Oh, at the Heiser, TheHeiser. And like and subscribe to How Are You Brainwashed Pod.
And hey, share with a friend. If you think, oh my gosh, my friend would love this funny one, or my friend would love this one, send it up to a friend free of charge.
Yeah, we would love that.
To build the fan base. But thank you to the loyal ones who've stuck with us this far. We love you. And we'll see you next week with a guest, maybe. Probably.
Raleigh.
Bye.
Bye.